Good morning, pregame crew. It is Wednesday, November 24th, 8:23 Eastern, 6:23 Mountain. Good morning. I am thankful for y'all. That's what I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving season. How are you? Night Truck, Roger, my old faithfuls. You aren't old, but you're my old faithfuls. Tammy, our celebrity in our room. Hamburg, Don, Gabby, George. Hi, Shane. How are ya? Topher, Keggers, Mustang, Dino, Bobby, Gerard, Blue Dog. Good morning. What a wonderful day. What are you thankful for? I have a couple questions for you today. Let's just be interactive, all right? What are you thankful for, and what is your favorite part of the pregame show? I want to do more of what you're looking for and what is helpful. Are my little educational tidbits, are they the most helpful? Is it my overview of the indices? Is it the Queen of the Mountains? Do you want to see more crypto? What do you like? What is serving you in the pregame show, and what are you thankful for? Well, Bobby, I'm thankful for you. Wabinka, welcome. You just joined the coolest kids on the internet. You really did, and in the trading world. Hey, Amira, Asia, Sean. Hi, Jane. Sean, Comrade, Alejandro. The educational tips. This is your first time watching? Oh, wow, Sean. Wow. So yesterday I did an analogy of how trading is like baking. You have to preheat your oven with baking. You have to have the right entry with precision in trading. And that is one of my analogies that always going on in my head. You know, is this the right entry? Am I using precision? Another analogy that comes to me all the time is robbing a bank. When you are trading, it's kind of like robbing a bank. Not that I've ever robbed a bank, but all the conditions have to be just right. You have to scout everything out, and you don't run into a bank to rob it just to grab $1 and run out. But so many traders do that. You need to make it worth your while, but not stay so long that the cops get you. And I could go on and on with my analogies. Y'all know I take them a little too far sometimes, but if they're helpful, I will keep up with the educational tips. Uniswap. Aw, thank you. Rawsome one. Hey, Bobo. And Sushi. Okay. Orion, I'm reading your comment. So I try to be good about saying what I'm reading so y'all know, but this is pretty funny. The market has never crashed before the day of a holiday. If you've been around the pregame show, you know I'm a big sports fanatic, and I use lots of sports analogies. But when my family says, oh, he never misses a kick, he never misses a foul shot, I'm like, oh, this is going to be the time that they miss. So it's pretty funny when we use words like never in trading, I start looking the other way. So if it's never crashed before a holiday, maybe today's the day. I'm just kidding. I don't see any warning signs out there, and I've told y'all for weeks now, holidays, typically the younger guys are on the trading floors, and I say that in quotation mark, not actually on the floor, but trading today in the institutional. The big guys are off taking vacation, and the younger guys feel more comfortable trading bullishly. So that's why we typically have a mild day. But I would say that today we do have some low volume. Sorry, I'm just reading all the comments. Awesome. Thank you. So I do see a few things that are unnerving in the stock market, and I'll go over that. I really need IWM to reverse. I need RTY to get up off the floor. That is our risk on environment. Risk on environment when we are investing in RTY. So what's different about today is we have a lot of data. We have GDP this morning. We have FOMC minutes. We've got lots of economic data coming out on what should be a slow day. So that's my only cautionary note, that today could be different than normal holidays because we just have a lot of stuff happening on the geopolitical front. Hi, Train Man and Jordan. Let's look at ZEC right now. I'm going to do Coinbase, if that's okay, Topher. Topher, look at that bull flag. Beautiful daily bull flag that confirmed. Let me give you some fibs here. So we are approaching that 0.618 retracement. And as always, if I talk too fast, just take a screenshot if you want these levels, if I rip through them too fast, because I have to go through 20 plus charts in about 20 minutes. So as always, just pause the video if you need these levels. But I would really focus on this golden pocket, Topher 28244, as a near-term target. And then I love to buy these pullbacks. So if we hit a key fib target and then pull back slightly for a potential bull flag, I like to look for these retracements to buy back in, which would be around 236.46. Someone asked about Uniswap. Is this right? Okay. Yeah, this is right. So I will do, is it not on Binance? There it is. Okay. So Uniswap, let's get those fibs. I'm Chart Gal Lori. You are at the pregame and we will get started in just a second. I'm answering questions. So 1773, we have a support at 1957, then 1773. We are falling below the weekly EMAs on the daily. We have an inside bar forming. We really need to get over that high of 2234 to be a little bit more convincing. But again, we're under weekly EMAs and daily EMAs. All right, it's 8:30. Hi, I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community and we teach technical analysis. I get to hang out with a little over 1,000 of my closest friends and we share setups, we share news, and we just have fun together every day over in the room. We teach traders how to fish. We don't necessarily give you the fish. Of course, we post setups, we post entries, but that's not the point of joining the community. The point of joining the community is learning how to trade on your own and be a consistently profitable trader. And if you haven't joined, why not? And here's our Black Friday special. Annual membership, $7.99. You use code BLK. You get a hoodie, a mouse pad, a back burner indicator for TradingView, and you get access to the trading strategy webinar, and you get access to our amazing community. And we have channels on marijuana, uranium, crypto, commodities, just whatever floats your boat in trading, we probably have a channel for it. Good morning, Muhammad. How are you? Happy Turkey Day Eve, everybody. Let's get started. So I'm Lori, and on Twitter, I'm Chart Gal Lori. And on the pregame show, I go over indices, crypto, commodities, movers and shakers of the day. And you'll notice I don't have a ton, y'all. This is a caution day because it should be a low volume day because we have a lot of traders that aren't trading. We have GDP. We have FOMC minutes. Just overall, pump your brakes, slow your roll. Today is not the day to go out there and push buttons galore unless you're in crypto. Crypto is where the volatility is at, but in the market, be careful out there. So what I do is I go over the indices, cryptos, commodities, again, movers, shakers of the day, and let's get started with ES. If you're interested in my chart setup, obviously I deleted it. So the green and red are the 8 and 21 EMA. The yellow is the 50 MA. The yellow line, that is. The yellow candles are inside bars. I use JC inside bars, and all that means it denotes a candle range that is nesting within the prior candle range. I like to see tightening patterns, and the yellow just makes it jump out at me. I use the CML multi-time frame. Well, now I'm curious as to what I use. Multi-time frame for RSI. It plots two different RSI on one pane, and then I use the Squeeze Pro indicator by Makito because I like to find pressure where pressure is building. So on ES, we have a 4-hour EQ. EQ is TCG terminology for an equilibrium where we have price just balancing out. And this is where bears and bulls just kind of duke it out. We have resistance at 4692, 469550, and 4649. I can't tell y'all how important market internals are for me. And of course, every day that I trade, I try to get better. I'm not perfect, obviously. I admit that to y'all all the time. But every day my goal is to get better as a trader, and I can't tell you how much market internals have added to my trading success and being consistently profitable. And I really encourage you to watch videos on tick cumulative, advanced decliners, volatility, dollar index. They just really help a lot. So today, that's what I'm going to be watching for. I'm going to see, are we going to have a flat day? Let me show you what a flat day would look like. On market internals, I've gone over multiple times this zero line and how important the zero line is, and potentially sustained ticks above 600 or below 600. So early in the day yesterday, we were getting some pretty low ticks. So that means stay bearish. The 8 EMA is below the zero line on the 5-minute. You stay bearish. And then we had the 8 EMA cross and close above the zero line. And then we had some pretty big ticks coming in, and that said, hey, back off those short ideas. It really helped me trade yesterday, and I hope that's something you're using in your trading toolkit. So on ES, we need to change the 15-minute trend, so I'm going to clear off all that. And this is what that looks like. Lower low, higher high, higher low. We need to get over 468175 to change the short-term trend. And what I'll be looking at today is 0 DTE. Let me type that out in case you haven't heard that term. I will be looking at calls, puts with 0 days to expiration. So I like to trade SPX, sometimes RUT, which is it corresponds with IWM, or NDX, and I like these because they have a better tax treatment for US citizens, and you need to check with your tax professional, but that's why I like using them, and lots of higher risk but also higher reward. So today that's what I'll be focused on. You see I have Apple, Amazon, Tesla because I always watch those, but I will primarily be trading the indices today, and I will be looking at market internals to make those decisions. Let me say that again. I will be focused on indices today. I don't see a lot of clean individual trades, and I don't want to get caught up in low volume shenanigans. I just want to focus on the indices. I'm going to focus on expiration of today for SPX, and that will be my focus. What indicators do I have on my chart, Edwin? I went over it earlier. I typically have it printed, so my bad. Let me 1 second. And let me pull it up for y'all. Here's the indicators that I have on my chart. The green and red are the 8 and 21 EMA, yellow 50 EMA, yellow candles, JCN sidebars. Here's my RSI tool, and here's my Squeeze Pro tool. Just pause it if you want to copy that down. Thank you, Paxton. I appreciate you helping answer questions, and as always, I appreciate the mods for being in here and helping out. I don't see any mods today. Where are y'all? Hopefully nobody's misbehaving. Okay, Justin, I will go over Tesla. Absolutely. All right, Nasdaq. The story of Nasdaq is a 4-hour EQ as well. So on all of our major indices, all 4 of them are in 4-hour EQs. I could not ascertain any information for us or additional insight from VIX or US 10-year. Y'all know I like to go over that when I can find clues. Actually, let's just go look at it and I'll show you. So on the US 10-year, what I'd like to see is a lower high compared to 1684, but the bulls have such a shallow pullback that they can go achieve a higher high. So that's bearish the market if US 10-year makes another 4-hour higher high. On the daily, we got that higher high. On the weekly, we'd be looking for a lower high compared to 1706. We need the US 10-year to chill out. And on VIX, we got that daily higher high, which is a little bit alarming. On the 4-hour, however, I would expect a lower high compared to 2091. So that's slightly bullish correlation, I should say. So of our top 4, our strongest, I say in quotation marks, is ES, but it's not very strong. Then Dow, then Nasdaq, and then RTY. We really need the RTY bulls to get up off the mat and start proving themselves. Resistance 2330. Ah, there's MG, 2330, and then 2344, support 2300. So is it LGVN or LV? Yeah, this name, be careful. It has lots of volume this morning. I pulled it up as a potential name, by the way. But this is going to end in a trail of tears. These types of charts typically end in a trail of tears. And I'm not going to let it be my tears. So when you have this type of pullback on any bounce, we're just looking for lower highs. So bears are looking to pounce on this name. If you're stuck in this long, please be careful. And I would look to sell any pop or possibly stop out if we were to lose 1880. Of course, I can't tell you when to buy and sell. I don't have those proper licenses, but I would just be real careful with this name. Okay, going back to our indices. We have a 4-hour EQ on the Dow, and John Deere had earnings. I was waiting for it to happen. Oh, wow, that's pretty bullish. So John Deere had earnings. This is pretty bullish. These names don't typically move a ton on earnings. So that could help the Dow. So this could be one little piece of information that could change things just a little bit. John Deere is a large component of the Dow, and they're having a bullish reaction to earnings. What was the earnings? A 6% surprise. That's not crazy, but all right, that's bullish. So XLI could get a push out of that. You need to know these things if you're trading things like Caterpillar or Cummins International, CMI. If you're trading those, you need to know what's happening with John Deere because it could affect you. A little EQ on that. So that's the story right now with Dow, Russell, Nasdaq, ES. All four of them have 4-hour EQs. Bitcoin, this is my first love, is crypto. I will be trading crypto this week in between cooking turkey and cornbread dressing. So crypto and the metaverse names, y'all, it's just been unbelievable. I call this name my manna from heaven. Look at this name. All of the metaverse names are just really flying. Look at these names. It's crazy. Right now, I'm in CHZ. CHZ. This is a meta name from my understanding, and I'm playing it as a laggard. We have a tweezer top right now on the 4-hour. So those are my crypto names that I'm either in or watching. We have resistance on the 4-hour for Ethereum. We have an inside bar forming, and we have a level. Let me go to the hourly. It'll be a little clearer. 4342, 4389. Support 4256 and 4219. And Bitcoin's getting super, super tight. So this absence of color, this void of color here, these black dots, that's still a squeeze. You see how this 50 RSI is just keeping price contained. If we were to cross that 50 RSI, that would be notable for me. So I'm going to go make an alert. Tell me when RSI crosses 50. So I'm on the 4-hour time frame. So I say, tell me when it crosses 50. So let me delete this and you'll see. You see that little alert line? It'll tell me when we're crossing 50. And that could be a heads up that we are crossing that RSI before we actually break the bullish price level of 57886. If we were to cross RSI before then, that could be a canary letting me know that that's bullish correlation. Gold. CRO is ripping. Yeah, CRO I think is potential 5-minute bull flag on CRO, which is, I think, it's crypto.com. That's what the Staples Center was renamed after. So Crow has gotten a lot of bullish tailwind from that renaming or whatever else it's doing. I don't understand crypto fundamentals that much and don't pretend to. We are attempting to put in a 4-hour double bottom with gold. We broke it by 60 cents. That does not a bear break make, and the bulls are trying to buy this bounce right now. Resistance 1787, 1790. Oil, we have oil inventory at 10:30 Eastern and nat gas inventory today at noon Eastern, but please confirm those times. If you're trading commodities, please confirm them. Don't just go off my word alone. Your resistance on oil, 78.52, 78.65. Trying to put in a double bottom here at 78.23. Well, that's kind of nice. And then after 78.23 is 78.07. Nat gas, I am bullish. Nat gas again. So we keep getting these tiny little bear breaks without a lot of follow through. and that has falling wedge written all over it. So I bought this bear break on, what was that, Monday? I bought the bear break, actually got stopped out of my long, and then I bought back in. So we have key resistance on nat gas, 508 and 515. It'll be very interesting. Dan was pointing out a potential falling wedge on oil. I don't have those lines drawn, but he was looking at that, and I can see the one on nat gas. And I think he was saying the inventory today could break both of those either up or down, but they could have a pretty big impact to the technicals today. All right, movers and shakers. I use Coinbase and I also use FTX to trade crypto. Oh, Aaron, you're getting jiggy with it, eating steak for Thanksgiving. All right, Cigna has double D's, double daily inside bars. Resistance 214.11, support 211.22. This could have some nice volatility. We had increased bull volume yesterday, which is unusual on an inside bar. Typically you see declining volume. So we'll see what happens with this today. If you're looking for a pretty clean setup, resistance would be 214.11 again, support 211.22, and we would look for a bull or bear break, and you could trade that break because it's so tight. I would feel comfortable trading the break. So if you have an inside bar that looks like this, you see this inside bar from November 5th, I don't like trading those type of inside bars. It's too big. Again, this one is too big. This one is just right. This is the Goldilocks inside bar because it's so tight. I feel more comfortable playing the break, but we can see these bull breaks have not gotten a lot of follow through. So we'll see what happens with Cigna today, but that could be a mover and shaker. DLTR, Dollar Tree, one of my favorite stores. Yes, I love shopping at Dollar Tree, and I will admit it. I got an upgrade today to 171 from 148. It had earnings yesterday, and this could be a bull flag playing out. What I'd like to see, and if you're a regular on pregame, you should be able to answer this question. What do I want to see on this chart? Got this little low in after hours. I want to see it pull back, get a little tiny bear break, and then resume higher. So I would look for a 5-minute trend change. I want to pull back, and then I want a 5-minute trend change and put my stop below that low. So I love the tiny bear breaks on potential bull flags. Just gives me more confidence in entering when bears can't see that follow through. GDX, we have that 4-hour. Gold has that 4-hour EQ. We're looking for a 4-hour potential higher high on gold. However, we just tested that low pretty hard at 1781, so this trade setup may not work out, but a bottom fish of 32.15 has a nice risk reward. I'd put my stop around 32.10, and I trade Nugget. So Nugget level is 50.16, but that is a 3 times ETF, and we like to chart the underlying and not the 3 times ETF that has tons of decay. Yes, Jason, let me go over that again. Here it is. This is our Black Friday special, discount code BLK for an annual membership in Chart Guys, and that gives you access to our community and tons of other benefits. We have 3 live shows a day inside our community. Weekend videos are only for our community, and on those 3 live shows we go over whatever your requests may be within reason. You get a hoodie, a mouse pad, the back burner indicator for TradingView, and a trading strategy webinar, and take advantage of that this week. It will be going away. I don't know when it's going away, but it will go away this weekend, I'm sure. Hey Patrick, how are you? Patrick is a TCG member. Good morning. So I'm looking at GDX to the long side, high risk of getting stopped out, but nice reward. LLY. I can't put enough warnings on these names when they're pharmaceuticals. It's just one of the higher risk names that you can trade, any pharmaceutical, any biotech, because FDA, PDUFA dates, they have so many different news headlines that could impact you, and this could just fall apart. However, I like this chart setup as a potential weekly cup and handle. We're in a potential weekly bull flag. We got within $4.76 of this break. So I think it's a legit cup and handle on the weekly. So this is a swing idea. So if you're not a day trader, this may be something you look at. And look at this hourly, how tight. We're breaking over 26276 in pre-market. Look at this squeeze. Oh, why did I do that? Now I got to move that down, move to the existing pane below. I promise I'm not a blonde for real, but some days I act like it with my mouse. So we have this squeeze here on LLY. Things are getting super tight. I don't know if they have any news that is pending that could be coming out, but this is a pretty sweet setup on LLY. That is a swing idea. We also have a swing report, and we go over names like that every day. We go over every weekend. We go over the overall market at a 50,000 foot level. We go over sector rotation. It's a pretty cool, nifty report. How old must you be to use the word nifty? Do you have to be over 50? I'm not yet, but man, I'm knocking on the door. All right, MARA. We have a daily inside bar. And so you can see that range is tight. That's why I like this. High of 53.77, low of 49.60. 4 hour, look at the squeeze on MARA. Hourly squeeze, 4 hour squeeze. So I don't know how much volume is going off in pre-market. It's very negligible, as you can see here on these volume bars. So this is a valid level, 50.10, but I wouldn't say that we have broken bear out of this hourly EQ until we do that during regular trading hours. So resistance is, let me give you this other resistance. Here and here. And here's a support. So MARA daily inside bar should be an interesting setup, and we have tightening ranges in crypto overall. NVDA, we're looking for that daily high or low. So I struggled with putting this name out there today because I would have liked this name a lot better if, y'all know what I'm going to say, it would have filled that gap at 305.09. Yesterday we hit 308.80, but we did not fill that gap. Gaps, not all gaps have to be filled. We have a gap down here. Look at this gap at 233.55. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be filled, but it can act as a magnet, and I hate that it's below us, and hate's a strong word, but bulls are looking for a daily high or low. Your key support 308.80, so that would be a bottom fish level. So how do you trade that? You could go set an alert, tell me when NVDA gets around 309, and you could create a bottom fish order, wait for a 2-minute trend change around 308.80, and then bottom fish. Tesla, Elon sold another boatload of stock yesterday, $1 billion. Support 1062.70, resistance 1120. We are looking for a daily high or low compared to 978.60. Again, yesterday Tesla was way heavy compared to other stocks. Dan commented on it in our chat room and live that Tesla had a bearish correlation to the market. Within the first 20 minutes, you could see it dropping. And it was as if he gave everybody a heads up that Elon was selling yesterday. He didn't say that Elon was selling, but he noticed the heaviness and noted it. So pretty cool stuff. But again, I will tell you, this is one super bullish chart for it to just hold up like it's held up. And Elon's been selling billions of dollars of stock. Pretty impressive. So 1062.70, I would love to bottom fish that. How will I do it? I'll set my alert. Tell me when it gets around 1065 and I may be interested in a bottom fish. XBI. So this is a Queen of the Mountain trade setup. Look at this stair step. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up the stair step video on our YouTube channel Dan created for the stair step pattern. It just means we're seeing lows on these candles and we have a huge sequence of candles. So how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is our 14th candle down. We did see some nice bull volume with a lower wick of bulls buying the dip. We must get over 119.60 and then that should trigger you in the trade. So how do we do that? 119.50. Tell me when we get close. And I sometimes write myself a note. Is this a stair-step strategy? And I put a question mark because I don't want to enter long here if the market's bearish. Even if it breaks bull and the market's super heavy, I probably wouldn't take this trade. So just not all trade setups happen in a vacuum. They're correlated to other things. Most of them are, unless you have a money badger. All right, what questions do y'all have? XLB. Yes, I love XLB. So So Toll Brothers, I'll go back to XLB, but Toll Brothers is in the building sector, and this is one of our swing report names. It's been performing well. So let me go XLB. Potential weekly bull flag, beautiful chart. Let's see, 88.06, did we fill that? Yep, we filled that gap right here. I don't know if you can see it right there. We filled that gap, potential weekly bull flag. I love it. So you may get a bottom fish of 88.09, $88 this morning to potentially go long in this weekly bull flag without follow through. Matthew's asking how much, let me show you what Matthew's asking. How much wiggle room will you give on a bottom fish for breaking low of yesterday without follow through? The question is it a falling wedge? So back here, if we have a potential falling wedge on a higher time frame, I think this was on 12 hour. So you see lower low without a lot of follow through, then I will buy that bear break. So I bought the bear break on Nat Gas, and that's some pretty high level chart guys stuff. And of course I learned this from Dan, and actually I've been working on this skill set the last year, falling wedges and buying bear breaks or shorting bull breaks in a potential rising wedge. So Matthew, it has a lot to do with what the pattern is. I will give it more credit. If we just have a double bottom and then we just fall through, then that's bearish for me unless we're in a bull flag situation. So let me draw that. So if we are in a bull flag situation, meaning we have a huge pull, huge move up, and we have a 15-minute chart that looks like this, then I don't care as much. Those type of bear breaks, that could be a bull flag. And the same thing with, your specific question was low of yesterday, so I guess this wouldn't qualify for that. So breaking low of yesterday, I don't get super bearish if it's a falling wedge pattern. If it's not a falling wedge pattern, then that sends a big statement if the bears were able to break the low of yesterday. One more question, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Game. Yes, John, I like mana and sand for back burner opportunities, absolutely, on 5-minute, 15-minute, and hourly. Game has no game, gave up a lot yesterday, gave up a ton. We're looking for a daily higher low compared to 19788, but man, that was just is the word guffaw, what is it? Huge mistake yesterday by the game bulls, allowing to they had that bull break and they gave it all back. Terrible. Which this happens in Reddit names. You see these amazing bull moves, great bull charts on volume, and then boop, give it all back. All right, that's it for me. Use stop losses. Get your turkeys ready. I'm very thankful for y'all. If you're interested in joining TCG, we have the Black Friday special, $7.99 for a year, hoodie, mouse pad, back burner, indicator for TradingView, trading strategy webinar, and you get access to Chart Gal Lori, all the chart gals, the chart guys, and all the cool members that we have. We just have some stellar members, and we post setups, news, and all the fun things, all the things. All right, y'all have a great day.